All right. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday training. We stopped this for a little while, and I decided that after talking to some of the leaders, and that we just need to get back in the trenches to start connecting on Saturdays. So I sat back a little bit and tried to decide what what was the most important thing that I could bring to the team, to the group, and what finding out what that was. Who is the one person that I would love to have that we haven't had before that could present that and could give some amazing expertise and some amazing training? And this young lady that you're going to meet today just popped into my head. And it was one of those manifestation things, because the same time I was thinking about this, she reached out and friend requested me, and then her and I got together, did a Zoom together, and chatted for a while, and so forth. So I want to give her as much time as possible. So I want to introduce you to a young lady, Kathleen Cameron, and she is a mom, a wife, a teacher, a leader, an author, and manifestation and success coach with Bob Proctor. And I love what she says. So she's somebody who went from stuck to abundance in 6 months. So she's going to take some time today with us, and she's going to be training us on how to use our mind to up level our business and thrive. We talk about this all the time. And I know her and I were talking yesterday. I said, oh, mindset. I remember the days when I kept thinking, oh, no, not more mindset, not more mindset. But I've learned over the last 40 years that there is virtually nothing more important in building your business and your life than mindset. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to this amazing young lady, Mrs. Kathleen Cameron. Kathleen, take it away.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me, Ron. I see some familiar faces on today, so that's super fun. Makes me a little more relaxed. Hey, Kim. So I am going to share with you guys today is something a little bit different than I have done before. So I've done a couple of different trainings, but today I want to give you some practical tips, some action steps that you can start incorporating into your daily life to help you to level up your business. So first, I'm going to share a little bit about why mindset and why now, because this is really, really important. So Ron gave me a quick introduction, which is really great. Thank you so much. One of the things that I want to really impress upon you today is the importance of mindset work. And I don't mean just waking up in the morning and thinking positively. I mean literally focused attention on your mindset so that you can create and manifest the life of your dreams, the business of your dreams. You have the capability within you to create whatever it is that you want, but you need to be able to see that it's possible first. And this is where mindset is really, really key. So I have had a massive quantum leap in my life in the past 7 months. It is continuing on, and it is, I would say I'm maybe on a second quantum leap now. I work on my mindset every single day, and I'm taking people with me on this journey who are creating quantum leaps in their life too. So I was not long ago in August feeling very stuck in my business. So I'm a leader in another network marketing company. And at that time, things were leveling off. They were going backwards, and I could see it. And it's like, you can't stop it. What do you do? So I looked to this material, and I chose my mindset as my strategy. And it has been the best thing that I've ever done. So my business completely doubled in less than 2 months. My team started duplicating incredibly fast. Went on a trip in November with my company, made my first $20,000 2 months after starting this material, and it's gone up and up and up. So I want to impress upon you that this is where your focus needs to go. Success is 95% mindset, 5% strategy. So for those of you that are watching these trainings and these strategy trainings over and over and over again, the important thing recognizes that you need to have the right mindset before any strategy is going to work. Okay. So what do I mean by that? let's talk about the difference between two different people. And I see this all the time, and the difference between myself before this work and myself after. So before I was doing this work, I was doing all of my reach outs. I was doing my daily method of operation. I was working probably 10 hours a day. I'll just be straight up. I was really, really grinding it. I was doing everything that everybody told me to do, doing the trainings, and things were just not really moving. I would have a little bit of movement, so maybe one or two people join, and then they would just fall off, or they would never get started. Or my sales, I would be working to get my sales up. And I would have a couple great sales, and then it would level off. And then every month after month, I would be giving up on my monthly goal, 3 days before the end of the month, going, well, it's not going to happen. And I would throw in the towel. So it was just this ending up in the same place over and over again. So once I shifted and I focused on my mindset, so really working on my thoughts, and I'm going to tell you guys today what you can do to get started. I suddenly was working less, focused more on my mindset, and my activity was just better and better. And what I mean by better is like the conversion rate. So you're sending out 10 messages or prospecting 10 people a day, whereas I would have maybe 6 yeses out of the 10. Then it got higher and higher, and more people started being interested. More people started to follow me. Then what happens is I don't even have to reach out. People start coming to me and asking what I'm doing. So this is the really important thing that I really want you guys to understand, is the difference between somebody with a really bulletproof mindset, as I like to call it, and somebody who's not focused on mindset at all. So I've had a couple people in my downline, in my team, who are doing everything I tell them to do. They're coachable, they're doing the strategies, they're doing the daily tasks, but they're not seeing results. And that was really frustrating me because I felt like I couldn't help them. Suddenly I jumped into this material and it clicked. It made sense. It made all the sense in the world. So I started teaching the mindset work. They started to see results. So it's really, really important. Bob shared with us this amazing analogy. Some of you may have seen it in my group because I did go live about it, about 2 men who go out to the forest to cut down trees. One spends an extra half an hour before they go out sharpening his axe. The other one doesn't. He just goes with his axe that he used the day before. So they both go out there, they work for 4 hours, and the one that spent 30 minutes sharpening his axe, how many more trees do you think he cuts down in 4 hours than the one who didn't sharpen his axe? So this is how I like to look at mindset work, as sharpening your tool. It's making sure that the activity that you do is far more productive and will be more efficient than the activity without sharpening your tool. So that's mindset. I want to give you guys a couple examples, okay? So examples of people within this industry that have switched their mindset, who have gone into this material. So there's one girl, I'm not sure if she's on, Sarah, but her and I reached out to her in the fall and I said, listen, I am in this mindset work. It's changing my life. You got to get in there. What does she tell me? I don't have any money. She was in debt. She wasn't even making any money. Oh, Sarah's here. Yeah. So she wasn't making any money. She was struggling in her mindset. She was completely broke and she'd lost hope. She'd lost hope in her business and in everything that was possible. So it took a while for her. She kept watching me. And then one day it was like, okay, I'm going to do this with you. She hopped in. She's on this journey with me now. And she's completely changed her entire life. She's got $20,000 sitting in her bank. I mean, this has been less than 2 months that she's been in this material. She has $20,000 sitting in her bank. She has a successful new career now with consistent money coming in. And she's thriving. She's the happiest she's ever been. She doesn't just have hope now. She has faith that she has a big life and she has a lot ahead of her. So maybe she's probably commenting in the chat here. So she's thriving in less than 2 months. So this is an example. Another example, an MDC example. We have a couple that are in this material who have recruited, how many is it? 27 new affiliates in 10 days? 8 in 1 day in this material. That's life-changing stuff. That's going to be massive momentum. That's a quantum leap. We also have another client in our community who has manifested over $15,000 in the course, so less than, I think, 4 months. And she is one of the top leaders in her company now, and she's been asked to be the first Canadian on the advisory board. So this is huge. Like, people manifesting big things with this material. Bob's material works, and it's about implementing it into your daily life. So I'm going to show you 5 ways that you can do that today. So why now? Why is now the best time for you to shift your mindset? So we all know what's happening out there, right? We've got the changing landscape of our environment. The world is changing. We can choose to see it as scary and be in a place of fear and panic. We can't change what's happening around us, but we can change our perception of it. So you can perceive this as your opportunity to jump in and build a massive business, because what is going to happen now? Everything is going to be online. So we've been saying this now for a long time, that online businesses are thriving. Well, now we just got a super jump, super fast now, push right into that. So now everything is online. So now is the time to be building a business online, products, and sharing your business opportunity. There are people there who cannot work right now and who may not be able to go back to work. But you all have an opportunity to help them build an income from their home. That is life-changing for people. Even if it's $500, $1,000 you can help them with. Right now they have nothing. So really think about how you can help other people in this time. It's really important. The other piece about now is that we can be the light for others. There are others that aren't in this kind of material who are really in a bad place, and emotionally they need support and guidance. And so if we become our strongest selves and we get into a positive attitude and positive mindset, we can be the light for other people that need it. We can help them in trying times. So that's why now is the perfect time for you guys to really focus on your mindset. So I'm going to give you 5 things right now, 5 steps. Okay. So the first step to incorporating mindset work into your daily life is to start up with a vision. So we often talk about goals. Goals are great. You want to have a goal. But I like to even think of it as a vision. And it needs to be what Bob talks about as a C-type goal or a C-type vision. So it has to be something you have never done before, something that literally scares you but excites you. And it has to be something that really inspires you and comes from what you want in life. So often we create goals based on what we think we can accomplish and not what we want to accomplish. So your current self-image, and I'm going to talk about this next, but your current self-image is keeping you creating goals that are here. But I'm here to tell you that you can be way up here. You just have to choose that that's what you want. Not what you think you can do, but what you want. So that's what I mean by having a vision. So this is a vision for you and for your life, for your future. What do you want your life to look like? Do you want to have abundance and prosperity? Do you want to be relaxed and working less hours a day and having more income? Do you want money to be coming in while you're sleeping? So I think Ron posted about that this morning. Do you want to make money while you're sleeping? Who doesn't? So why do we not have a vision that it's possible for us? We look to other people and we see them making all kinds of money, living in luxury, having everything that they want. And we look at them and we say, I could never have that. But there's actually no difference between a millionaire and the way that they were created and how their mind works in comparison to any of us here, any of you on the call. So it's really important. And so many times we hear these stories about people who have gone from rags to riches. How do they do that? They change something inside of them. They change their vision, they change their mindset, and they choose to rise. And so how you do that is with a strong mind. There's no course that says do A to Z, become a millionaire. Your mind is what you have to do. So the first thing is to have a vision for yourself. So if you haven't done this before, sit down and write a grocery list of your wants. Everything you want for your life. You know, who do you want in your life? Where do you live? What does your business look like? What does your social life look like? How are your relationships in life? So you can use this material not only in your business, but in your personal life. So you can manifest a more loving relationship between yourself and your spouse, more loving relationships between yourself and your children. So you can use this anywhere. So really have that vision of your entire future of what your life is going to look like. So think of the universe. You know, some people like to speak about the universe. Some call it spirit. Some call it God. Whatever you want to refer to it as, whatever your beliefs are, think of this grocery list as asking the universe for all of this. So we ask for what we want, and then we're open to receiving. So if you're not even asking for these big things, it will never happen. So the first step is to ask for it. It's to create that vision. It's to write it down on paper and create a picture. So we think in pictures. So what you write down on the piece of paper, your mind naturally starts to envision it, and you start to think about it, and your energy will go up. So you're likely feeling your energy and your vibration has raised already listening to what I'm saying. And what's happening now is you're going from a place of maybe not necessarily knowing what you're capable of to now feeling like, I can do this. And you get excited. And that's your energy raising. So that's what the grocery list of all of your wants will help you to do, is to raise your vision. So what do you do once you have this vision? You visualize it twice a day. So when you wake up in the morning, put on some beautiful calming music and visualize. So what I'll do at the end today, I'm going to try to keep track of time. I'm going to do a guided visualization for you guys today so you can see exactly how you can visualize to start to manifest this, okay? So 2 times a day, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes before bed, you take yourself to that vision. You take yourself to that place with your goals achieved, okay? So that is the first step, vision. The second step is self-belief. Self-image. So if any of you were on Bob's Good News call yesterday, he talked about self-image. And self-image was the game changer for me. I grew up being made fun of a lot, being called names, feeling like I wasn't good enough because of my outer appearance. And so what you're seeing today is not always what I looked like, because what happens is we show our internal image on the outside. So if we feel like crap about ourselves, we tend to not do our hair, don't wear any makeup, wear clothes that aren't too flattering or whatever else. But when you start to feel great about yourself and you have a positive self-image, you're like, hey, I'm going to do my hair, I'm going to put some makeup on, wear some jewelry, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to dress how I feel, right? So I was always thinking to myself with my business that I'll never achieve what somebody else is achieving. It's not possible for me. Or that this business is going to take time for me. I'm different somehow, things like that. So self-image is crazy, because when you start convincing yourself that you can have anything that you see these big leaders having, you start to act different. And next thing you know, you start to achieve it. And it's like, you start to understand that you created a cap for yourself. You can never outperform your self-image. So when I get on a call with somebody, and hopefully I'll be able to talk to some of you, but when I get on a call with somebody and I ask, how much would you like to make a month income? Tell me, I'd love to hear it. And somebody says $1,000, that's your self-image. That's you telling me what you think you can achieve in a month. If you don't think you can achieve more than $1,000, it'll never happen. So that's where I'm going to challenge you to see yourself making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, and expand your awareness to what you are capable of. So self-image is huge. You need to start believing in yourself more. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. So when you see other people winning, are you comparing yourself to them? Are you seeing other people successful and being like, oh, I wish it was me? Are you concerned about the opinions of others? This is huge. The opinions of others keep us from our goals, keep us from our dream life, and keep you from your vision. Somebody else's opinion of what you are doing is a reflection of their self-image and not yours. So when you have a strong self-image, you're confident in what you can achieve, you are not, and you're not going to let one person's comment affect you. And you're also not going to be talking negatively to other people. So those people who are maybe judging you and making comments about you, they don't have a positive self-image themselves. Because if they did, they would never say that to you. So it's a reflection of their self-image. So the stronger your self-image is, the more success that you are going to have. It's a confidence issue. And confidence comes from the inside. It comes from your mindset. Nobody can help you to grow your confidence. People, like I guide people all the time how to change your confidence, but you have to make the changes. You have to change the way you think. So one thing that you can do is you can do an inventory of your internal dialogue. So pay attention to how you think on a day-to-day basis, especially when you look in the mirror. So if you're not saying positive things to yourself, then you need to shift it. So really pay attention to the way that you are thinking inside your head. I can't do this. Who do I think I am? Oh, that person is so amazing. I could never do what they do. Think about those types of inner dialogue. And then once you start to recognize your inner dialogue, you can then shift it. My door is like opening like crazy over there. So you can shift your inner dialogue. You can say, no, you can do this. Like, I'm not going to let you talk to yourself that way because we are the hardest on ourselves. When I started writing down the way I was talking to myself, I was like, oh, I'm pretty nasty to myself. So you got to switch that inner dialogue. So that is number 2, self-image, self-belief. I am statements. Yes. I am statements are huge because what happens with your confidence, right? So data goes into your mind. It goes into your conscious mind first. And in order to get it into your subconscious mind, it needs to have emotion and it needs to have repetition. So if you look in the mirror every single day and you use I am statements, so I am beautiful, I am powerful, I am a successful leader, I accomplish all of my goals, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you do it on repeat and you feel the emotion, you're going to start to grow your confidence. You'll start to believe in yourself more. So that is a great tip. I don't know who said that. Gail said that. Fantastic. I am a total success in life. Yes, that's a good one. I love that one. Okay. So the third thing that I want to talk about is attitude. So attitude is the combination of thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. So let's think about somebody with a negative attitude. So we can all probably think about somebody in our life who has a negative attitude. So it starts with their thoughts. So they are thinking negative things. They are feeling negative things. So they get into a low vibration and a low energy. And then what happens to their action? They're in none. They start watching TV a lot, playing video games a lot, maybe gossiping about other people, non-productive activities. So then what sort of results is somebody with a negative attitude going to have in their life? It's not going to be abundance and prosperity. It's going to probably be debt, lack, and a poor self-image. So what you really want to focus on, starting with your thoughts, when you think really positively and you apply positive emotions, what's going to happen? You're going to have inspired activity. Results are going to change. So it starts all with your thoughts. If you are just focused on activity only, and you're not focusing on your mindset and you're not regulating your thoughts, it is going to be purely mechanical action. And purely mechanical action is not going to get you the same result. It will get you some result, but it will not give you the same. When you enter into the spirit of the activity, so you start with your thoughts, you add the emotion, you get into the spirit, you then get to a place where you are having, oh, okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Just get everybody off Wi-Fi. Thank you. Sorry, my husband was just telling me that I keep freezing, so we're going to just get everybody off the Wi-Fi. Kids off their phones. So yeah, that's the most important part about attitude, is just understanding that the regulation of your thoughts, your feelings, create the activity, and whether or not it's going to be efficient and whether or not it's going to be super successful. So a lot of these examples that I told you about of people who are having mass shifts in their results, I bet you not many of them changed their activity huge. I bet you they changed the way they do it, the way they think about it, and the inspiration coming from behind it. So they entered into the spirit of every activity that they do. So this is an example of how I make sure that my attitude is on bar before I do reach outs. So in the fall, when I first got into this material, I used to sit down a half an hour before I would prospect. So I would be like, okay, how many people am I going to prospect? And I would sit down and I would think about, what do I want the end result to be? So I'm going to put the business in front of 10 people. I want all 10 people to say yes to watching a video. And then I want all 10 to join. So I would sit down and I would visualize my big vision, me being super successful, abundance, prosperity, a thriving team. I'm a big leader, watching my team members walk the stage. So then when I was done visualizing and I then sent out my messages, I was on fire. I was lit up. I had belief, I had confidence. And so that's what I refer to as inspired action. It is very different than mechanical action. So that's how you can get into this inspired action. The fourth thing that I want to tell you guys today that you can 100% start doing is having faith. So having faith that you are going to reach all of your goals and all of your visions. So of course you need to have a big vision. And you cannot worry about the how. This was really challenging for me to understand at first. So when you create this vision of what you want to accomplish in life, you have to then have faith that that vision is going to happen. So faith is knowing and having the belief that you're going to accomplish everything that you desire without external circumstances telling you otherwise. So you're not looking to see, okay, are the sales coming in? Are the team members coming in? Is it growing? You're doing it anyway. So you have faith. So I did a really great little quote, what if is fear. So what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't happen? That's you letting fear into your vision. Even if is faith. So faith over fear every single time. And one thing that you really want to recognize is what Bob has coined as the terror barrier. So whenever you're about to do something that is scary, it's outside of your comfort zone, it's out of your current level of thinking, it's something you have never done before, you're going to experience the terror barrier. Every single person does. It's those people who understand what it is and choose to push forward anyways that are the most successful. So you've got to crash through that terror barrier multiple times, as much as you possibly can. Because your paradigm or your way of thinking that's guiding you right now, without the mindset work, is going to be telling you, hang on, don't do this, stay comfortable, stay where you are. It's like the little devil on your shoulder. No, we're going to say, no, you're just keeping me where I am, and I have big things to do. I have growth ahead of me, and I'm going to push forward, and I'm going to go ahead with it. So it's about using your intuition to recognize that it's faith, it's fear, and it's a terror barrier, and you're going to push through anyways. So important. So the last thing that I want to talk about is the level of activity that you're in. So you've created this vision, this life for yourself, and maybe you have a vision for your business. You see yourself as a top leader, huge team, everybody's winning. I want you to step back and look at your current activity. Does your current activity match that vision? So here's an example. If you want to be making $20,000 a month income and have this huge, thriving team, and you're prospecting 2 people a week, your vision and your activity do not coincide. So you need to look at what is it that you want. And I would venture to say that if you don't have a big vision for yourself, your activity is probably not going to be that much. Because in order to actually put in the work and to be consistent and to go through the ups and downs of having your own business, you need to have a big vision that's going to inspire you and it's going to keep you there in the times when it may seem hard or the times when it may seem low. So that's why you really need to look at what your vision is and if your activity is matching with that vision. And if not, then you can look at it. So we all know what to do to build a successful business. All of these leaders in every company in the world share exactly what they did to get massive results. But oftentimes, we just don't do what they tell us to do. And that right there is a mindset issue. So there is something that is keeping you from doing the activity that you know that you need to do to be able to see the success that others have had. So it's about recognizing when you are giving yourself, not other people, but yourself, excuses and alibis for why you aren't in activity. So it doesn't matter what you're saying to somebody else. It doesn't matter if you're telling your upline you're in activity or not. It doesn't matter what you're telling your friends. It matters inside of you. Are you being honest with yourself about your activity in your business? Could you be doing better? I think we all can be doing better. And this is an opportunity for you to spend more time focusing on your mind and less on your business. So what I will tell you is before I got into this material, I would work all day long. I was constantly in Messenger, constantly on the phone, and not really having any downtime and no time for me. Now I spend less hours working and more working on my mindset. I'm meditating, I'm reading, I'm going for walks, I'm visualizing, I'm daydreaming all the time. And I'm making more money working less than before. So some may say, well, I don't have the time in my day to focus on my mind for an extra hour. I think that you can't afford not to. You can replace one of the hours that you're spending sending out messages that are uninspired and work on your mindset. And you can 100% see more success if you start incorporating these things. So, who wants to do a visualization? Do we want to start to dream about our futures? Let's do it. Oh, some good messages in here. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to do one of my classic songs that I love. So I'm going to play a song for you guys. It's about 3.5 minutes. Turn off your videos because you don't want any external distractions. You're going to have your arms uncrossed, your legs uncrossed, relaxed with your eyes closed. Just got to find my song. And I want you to go to the place with all of your big dreams are met. So that vision, really, really high level C-type goals, everything you'd ever want in your life. All right. Spotify keeps changing where my song is in my list. Here we go. so you're going to relax your body. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. As you exhale, relax your body. Drop your shoulders. Really get calm and relaxed. Now I want you to take yourself to your future with all of your goals achieved. Are you in a different house? Are you in a different city? Who is with you? Are you on a beach? Are you traveling? Is there a different car in the driveway? What are you celebrating? Now I want you, wherever you are, to find a mirror on the wall. Could be if you are at a beach or overlooking a lake, you can look at yourself in the reflection of the water. But I want you to find that mirror, and I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. This is you with all of your goals met. You're the healthiest you've ever been. You have abundance. Look yourself in the eyes. Tell yourself how it feels to have met all your biggest goals. So go to that mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how proud you are. You've achieved all of your goals. You have everything you set your mind to. You're the healthiest you've ever been. You have abundance all around you. Sit in the gratitude of everything that you did for not giving up on yourself, for continuing to thrive. You believed in yourself and you achieved everything you set out to do. Beautiful. Now start to bring yourself back. So maybe that was a bit hard to hear the music a bit louder, but you get the gist of it. So that's what I would do every morning and every night before bed. So So the key to any visualization is applying the emotion. So if you visualize yourself in your future with all of your goals met and you didn't feel any emotion, it's not going to go to your subconscious mind. So that's where going to the mirror and looking at yourself is what allows you to, what was that song? You know what? I'll drop it in the comments. So it allows you to actually go to that place where your goals are achieved and then feel what it feels like to have it. Because once we feel what it feels like, then we're more inclined to do the activities that we need to get there. So I would strongly encourage all of you to visualize that every morning and every night before bed and really take yourself to that place. So if this material is resonating with you, you envision the mirror. Perfect. That's perfect. So if this material is resonating with you, if this is something that you want to learn more about, I have a mindset group that I can help you with. So this group, I do meditations like this. I did a 5-minute visualization. We have tons and tons of trainings within that group. So we can help you to get into that group. The other piece too is that I do have a program that I coach. So the Thinking into Results program for leaders. That is the program that I took as a client of Bob's that I now coach. So several people are in this program. If you want more information, I think what we're going to do is just we'll drop a link in the comments. Sarah will do that, where you can fill out a form and we'll get in touch with you. So if you want to be in the mindset group, we can put you in there. If you want to have a call with me, you can have a call with me. Okay, so a 30-minute call. So this is where I help you to just figure out what your vision is and what your goal is, and I'm going to push you. If you want to have a call, I'm going to stretch you to think bigger for yourself. So come on with, exactly what you think you want, and I'm going to push you to think bigger. So we'll drop that so you can drop it there. But what I wanted to do here is I wanted to offer a Q&A. So anybody who wants to ask questions, now's the time to ask, because you can actually ask something maybe that you were thinking along the way or something that you've always wanted to ask. So just start dropping questions into the comments. Okay, so Sarah has put the link down for you to get more info. Oh, everything we do is based off of something we believe we do. Yes, so true. Yes, Danielle. So good. Oh, Danielle registered. Awesome. So we'll get in contact with you, Danielle, and we'll give you some info. But what I have to tell you is true gratitude, Stacy. So the difference between living in gratitude and doing daily gratitude is very different. So if you actually, if you do your daily gratitude and then you don't think about gratitude for the rest of your day, that's not true gratitude. So true gratitude is living every moment of your day thankful for what you have, for your circumstances, for people in your life. And when you live in a place of true gratitude, you're living in a place of joy, of laughter, of love. Right? Stacy's loving it. I love it. Oh, you guys are such a great team. You're like so supporting one another. Okay. You're welcome, Sonia. Yeah, I have done some other trainings too on how to use your mind to prospect, because I went on a prospecting binge. I started to really play around with the use of my mind and how I could manifest. So I started manifesting one new team member per day, and it worked. It really, really worked. So I do have a training in there on that. There's so much stuff. Any questions? What can I help you guys with today?
Kathleen, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
First, I want to give some kudos out to Sonia Lyons. She is an amazing leader and an amazing. I'm just honored and blessed that she's here. She's one of our 500K affiliates in the company and 7-figure.
Amazing.
Yeah, she is amazing, and she's up in Canada, Kathleen. She's on, I believe, a little bit further east of you, from Ontario in that area. But
you're in Ontario too, Sonia? I'm in Guelph.
I'll have to.
Yeah, she's probably muted.
Brunswick.
Yeah, go ahead, Sonia.
Oh,
New Brunswick.
hey
Awesome.
guys, sorry about that. I have the kids going around here. Kathleen, first time I hear about you. Thank you so much, Ron, for inviting us. This was amazing. I love that you put that music and meditation, something I wanted to put in my daily life every day, but I do practice gratitudes. But I'm actually in New Brunswick on the eastern side, and I'm still in my pajamas with my hat on. So my husband's like, I can't believe you're like live. People can see you on Facebook, but you work from home, right? And it's Saturday. So happy Easter weekend, everybody. And Ron, thank you for that shout out. You teared me up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have no idea.
You're, you are so welcome. And, one of the things that I guess I wanted to just kind of clarify, you have a group and a program. Those are two different things, right?
Yeah. So the group that I have, the Mindset for Success group, is free. So everything in that group is 100% free for anybody who wants to join. So I do trainings. I do lives. Like when I'm feeling inspired, we like to say it's a download. So when you really get into this mindset work and you feel really inspired, things just kind of come to me and I'll just sit down and I'll share my thoughts. So I do that all the time. I have a team that work with me now. So the team is there to support everybody as well. And we have tons of meditations in there. We're actually doing a level up your business training, not this week, but next week. So we're going to be doing like a few days of like actual content in there. So feel free to hop in there. Just register with the link Sarah, maybe you want to drop it again. I'm just putting the name of that song too in. But my Thinking into Results program, that is my coaching program. Okay. So that is a 6-month intensive coaching program. It's elite level coaching, and it's 56 years of Bob's knowledge put into one program. And he has set it up so that you have a coach who coaches you through the material. So it creates quantum leaps. And when I mean quantum leap, like it's literally, my income in 6 months went up 700%. Now we're looking at probably 900% in 7 months. And I'm still going. So if you're thinking about investing in yourself in a program to really, really shift your mindset in your life, this is the one I would highly recommend. And not just because it's the one that I offer, but it's because it changed my life, like unbelievable. So Sarah went from—
everybody get that link that Sarah put up there.
Yeah.
It's a registration link, and it will handle both, whichever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do. So there's a notes section in there. So you can make sure you put your, from My Daily Choice, so we know. But you can put, if you want to hop on a 30-minute call, the call doesn't have to be about the program. It can be about you. If you have a question or something you want to work through, no problem. But just the 30-minute call is just for you guys who are on the call, because my calendar is going to be like slammed, but that's okay. But for you guys only, okay? And we'll talk about what's best for you and some tips and stuff. And if you want to look at the program, the coaching program, you can do that too. And if you just want to be in the mindset group, just put mindset group and we'll get you set up.
Okay. Here's the next thing I would like to do, because I know there is a couple on here that understand manifestation, have a beautiful car. And I would love for them to kind of unmute, and they are instrumental in introducing me and connecting me with Kathleen. And Michelle has been, I won't say pushing and prodding me, but she's been gently encouraging me to put this together and get our team in front of Kathleen and so forth. So Jane, Michelle, if you wouldn't mind just saying a few words and kind of telling your story about how Kathleen has helped.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
I apologize. I'm gonna change the setting. I've got to unmute you now, but go ahead and go.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me just say this. So in the course of me friend requesting one day, I sent a friend request to Kathleen. And the greatest message there is that you really never know who you're speaking to, and how lives can be changed because of it. So, when you send out that friend request, this is not just another person that you're shooting a friend request out to prospect. This is somebody that you have no idea who you're reaching, and you have no idea how you're going to change each other's lives. I mean, the potential is huge. So we actually just started, really she initiated, we started chatting. And one day she just said to me, hey, would you like me to come and do a Zoom with your team and work on mindset? And I was like, absolutely. And she said, I work with Bob Proctor and blah, blah. And I said yes. And then I said, set the date. And then I said, I better go check her page and make sure that she's for real. And I went to her page and I saw all of her, posting about, the program that she was going to. And she came and spoke with our team. And it was an incredible experience is all I can say. It just changed our team in such a way that we had ridiculous weeks ever since she came to our team. A bunch of us, most of us, jumped into her page, her Mindset for Success page, and started following her there. And the momentum and the mindset and just the energy of our team completely changed. And so I did reach out to Ron a couple of times very gently and said to him, please bring her to your team, because I saw what she did for our team. And I know that, every team should have her there for a Zoom, because I just see the difference in our team, and how many new people we had join our team last month was insane. We had like over 200 people, or somewhere around 200 people join our team last month. It's just been an incredible experience. And so I really can't thank her enough, because I know where our team is headed. And I know that I wanted Ron and his team and everybody that's on here to have that same experience. So I'm glad that Ron and Kathleen connected. It's so awesome. I'm so excited for you guys, because I know, I watched that Zoom that Kathleen did with us over and over. She did a meditation in hours that I saved it into my phone, and I do it every single day. It's just incredible. So I hope you guys really, got a lot from this today, because I know the energy of our team has completely changed since Kathleen came to us. And so I had to nudge Ron a little bit and say, come on, Ron, let's do this together.
And I am glad that you did. One other quick thing, if you go to the chat and click on the chat button at the bottom of your screen, and I think this works on phones or mobiles or whatever, but I know it works on a computer. And at the bottom of the chat on the right-hand side, you'll see 3 little dots there, and you click on those 3 little dots, and it'll allow you to save the chat. That way you'll have the links. You'll have everything that's been in there, any of the questions and so forth that have been going on. That's a good way to save that, so that you have it for future use. I don't know if anybody has any other questions, but I want to ask one real quick question. Kathleen, what would you tell people today? Okay, because this is going to be over in a few minutes, and everybody's, it's Easter weekend, but we're all kind of quarantined, so I know a lot of people aren't having family over and things like that. But what would be the one thing that you would say, above all other things, what would be the one thing that you would tell somebody that is out there working, is out there doing something that they could do starting today, right after we get done with this, that will help start that process of changing their life?
Yeah. I would probably say the biggest thing is what you think that you can accomplish right now, you can accomplish probably 10 times more than that. So you really need to get off this call and sit down and allow yourself to create that vision. I had a vision for myself, and I thought, yeah, I can maybe do it. But like, now that I've experienced what I have in the past 7 months, I don't want anybody else to ever shortchange themselves again. Because you can accomplish anything that you want and that you desire. You just have to believe it. You have to believe it. And so you're here and you want to go here. Don't just go here. Think up here. Because if I had a thought up here, I can't even imagine where I would be right now. I thought here and I got to here, and now I'm going up and up. So keep going up, go higher. If you think you want a rank, think about 2 ranks higher than that. Don't think about the rank, the next one. Think about the top. Why would you want anything less? Don't expect less. That's what I would say.
Awesome. Now, we are at the top of the hour, and when I talked to Kathleen, I told her we normally keep it to an hour, and I don't know what to say. I can't thank you enough. I'm so glad we connected yesterday. I know it was last minute. I know when we talked, I told her, I said, I want you to have you on one of the team in that. Would you be able to do it tomorrow morning? And she was gracious enough to, and I was communicating with that other lady, Michelle, too, on the side, saying, I think I'm going to have her on training tomorrow. I think, so
Yeah.
I'm just honored and blessed that you took your time to do this. And I would encourage any of the other leaders and any of the other people that are on different teams, because we typically open this up to anybody that's in the company or in network marketing or breathing. So
Breathing.
reach out to your teams and reach out to Kathleen. And I may be saying something kind of out of line, but I'm sure in the little time that we've known each other that she would be more than happy to entertain the conversation about working with your team also and getting things out there. She has an amazing servant heart and amazing servant leadership. So Kathleen, I just can't thank you enough. This has been awesome. The recording is going to be available. I'm going to go in and edit a little bit and put some of the tips and things on as notes on the video so that you can share it with your team a little bit better. So I probably won't have it up and available for a couple of hours, but as soon as that is, I'll let everybody know also. And certainly you can go back into the MDC Dream Family group, which is open to the public, and watch the replay on there on the live. Any final words?
Thank you so much for having me. This is my true love, my true passion, and my true purpose. I know that. So I'm so grateful that you allowed me to come on and share that with everybody. So thank you guys so much for taking your time to listen.
Well, one last thing, let's everybody unmute and show our gratitude to Kathleen. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Kathleen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Lily.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Thank you, Kathleen.
God bless you guys. Happy
Have an
Easter.
amazing weekend. Keep safe. Keep yourself healthy. God bless everybody. And I can't wait to see you on the next one.
Love you all.
Thank you
Ron, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
for inviting us.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kathleen.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Again, Ron, Kathleen.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sonia, so much.
Sonia, thank you so much. And Kathleen again. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, Lily, thank you. I didn't see you there. Thank you.
Yes, I'm over here still. God bless you guys. Happy Easter.
Have an amazing weekend. Happy Easter.
Thank you. Bye.